I have the I have the best in Eastern. So acha niseme globally they are doing so well. Hawa ni wale sijui, I don't know how to put it. You see where beauty meets perfection. Bespoke City. Niko nao hapa and I want to have some good time together with them, tupige story. Mnajua ni watu wangu. Najua wamechoka lakini nyinyi ni wale wasee, mko aje?
Tuko poa. Trudy, how are you?
I'm doing well. Bolo, how are you?
I'm the best version of myself.
You know?
Yes.
Unakaa tu usingizi.
Nimebeat. Hata wewe unajua umebeat. Yo migori imekoma mbio mbio.
At least mimi nimepumzika. Wajua nyinyi you did a lot in from the previous day. You've had several weddings actually. Like in a week mlikuwa na wedding mbili. Hamjapata time ya kupumzika. But see you guys, you are here. Kazi lazima ifanywe.
Ndio.
Lazima.
But mnaendelea poa?
Tunaendelea poa. Tunaendelea perfectly.
Perfect.
Hizo wedding mbili, they were worth every struggle. Every sweat na every kuchoka. It's worth it. Inalipa.
Imelipa vizuri.
Inalipa vibaya sana. Orders zenye tumepata kutoka Monday, I won't lie to you.
Vile kuna watu walikuwa wanachoma huko wakisema msipewe kazi, Bolo asipewe kazi tena. Like kazi okay kabisa, asipewe kazi.
Watu wa gani?
Kwenye TikTok pale wapi?
Sema hao wa gani sasa?
Hao walikuwa wanasema.
Hao wa gani ndugu yangu? Wewe unawajua?
Nawajua wapi?
Mimi nawajulia wapi?
Siwajui jamani, yani mtu
wanafuta kazi wametuajiri lini? You know you can only sack someone when you give them a job.
Yeah.
Wametupa kazi ndo watufute lini? Wanasema watu wafute. Yeye amefutwa, nadhani wamefutwa wao.
Yeye amefanya kwanza harusi gani?
Ndo nakuuliza. Yeye ana uchungu gani wa harusi? Unanielewa? Yeah. Tuongelelee vitu na yani mambo kwa ushahidi. Mambo kwa ushahidi. Unaona mambo kwa ushahidi ni gani? Umetupa kazi, tukakosa kukufanyia kazi. Piga mbwembwe. Unanielewa, lakini hujatuajiri, hujatupa kazi, bwana sina muda wa kukupa airtime. Wewe baki tu kuwa mteja wa nambari.
Acha tuzungumzie kuhusu wedding ya Prince Indah. Hiyo ndo imeleta a lot. Acha kuna wedding nyingine you did and it was also an amazing one, but now this one ya Prince Indah ndo imezungumziwa sana. Can you tell us how did you prepare? Ulichukua muda gani? Tuanze Bolo.
We had like a month for preparation, not just on the outfits, but generally on the general preparation, because personally I was the head of the committee. So I had to ensure that everything was well planned, everything was well executed. From choosing the vendors, the scrutiny and all that, it had to be seamless. And I know you have a lot of interest on the wardrobe. So wardrobe, we had like a month to do that. It was Prince, number one, and the wife who had selected them, they wanted to be part of their big day, of course, not us. Ours was just on the execution. So sisi ilikuwa tu tumepewa ni hawa ndio watu wetu. Nyinyi mjue venye watapimwa. This is the design that we have decided and they have approved. And then you follow up on the execution, they fit, and then we prepare for the day. Yeah, that was it.
Okay, so who came up with the outfit idea? Is it you or maybe the wale wenye walifanya harusi Prince and the...
We have had a very good, successful fashion relationship with the Indahs. It's not our first time working together. So when his wedding came up, of course, it's a mutual decision. This is what I want to achieve. And then me, from a point of being the designer of Prince Indah, it's just me to see this is what you want to achieve, this is what is relevant, this is how you're going to achieve it, and this is exactly what the plan way to achieve what you want. Okay?
And how do you feel seeing anything that you touch, like you guys are doing the best? Mimi unajua mimi I hate to do a video kwa mtandao kuambia what you guys are talking what you don't know, cause Bolo, you did an amazing work. Ukiangalia mimi nilikuwa ground, alafu watu wanafaa kujua kuna simu zina recordingi, unapata ni simu inatoa nguo si venye nguo iko inakaa moshi awa wako kwa ground ameona tu kwa video pale. You really did a good job. So kuangalia kwa outfit and everything, how long did it take you to make those outfits, the main, ladies, bride and the groom?
Okay, what people don't always know is that in our company we have specialization. So I am the, we are both directors for Bespoke City. So we are the directors and then we are the head stylists. Okay? What we have been doing for the past 10 years. Personally, I major on the gent side. My wife major on the lady side. So when every wedding comes, I handle the men's side, my wife handled the lady side. Even for Prince, it was me who was in charge of the men's side, and then my wife was in charge of the lady side. Now, before we started the wedding, it was very simple. This is Prince Indah's wedding. From that name, he is a prince. So by default, for his big day, we must achieve a princely look. It has to be royal. So that was the theme, royal. Once we knew that it was royal, it was just to see, now, how do we design and style the outfit in such a way that it speaks royalty? That's why number one, we knew it had to be big, because if you have seen how the royalties dress, it's not things that are short, it's not a suit, it's not things that are simple. It has to be royal. It has to look and feel royal. That's why we went for the long, big gowns for the men. Yes, so that's the discussion we had. Of course, we style, we discuss with the client, and then we get to agree and then arrive on a design. So after scouting a number of drawings and all that, we ended up on this particular piece. And that's how we achieved the menswear. On the ladies' wear, it was my wife who will explain. But the issue with the curtain, trust me, we had to go for something very unique. That's why we chose a luxury brocade. That piece people call curtain out here, it's very expensive. It's a royal brocade all the way from China, okay? And it's very royal. So we were trying to embrace the Agbada side on the men, which is part of the West African culture. But just the way my wife asked, if you guys want us to embrace the Kenyan culture, which culture are we supposed to go with? The Luo culture? So you wanted us to incorporate skin? Well, it's not royal, it's not princely. That's how we arrived. We touched on the West African culture. And then, once we had decided on that, we did not just want to do a normal Agbada. It had to be unique, it had to speak royalty, and it had to be well beaded. Now that's how we touched on the Luo culture.
Western culture with Asian fabric.
Exactly.
Unanielewa? We incorporated the ideas.
Exactly.
It was on Western Agbada, okay, which is Nigerian, but the fabric was Asian,
Yes.
brocade. You
And then
understand?
now for the Luo culture, Luo used to do a lot of beadwork and of course the skin. Okay? Now the Luo culture was felt. Even the gents outfit had beadwork all around it, the front face. Okay? That was the Luo culture if people wanted it. And also on the nini that Prince was using, it's all skin laid. So that's also Luo culture if you want us to incorporate that.
And again, if you look at the groomsman outfit, it had a map of Africa. You understand? We embrace Africanism. We embrace that we are Africans. You understand? That was so creative of my husband. I like the African map on Prince and the groomsmen's dresses. Unanielewa? So, yeah.
And remember, Prince represent Africa. That's why we had to go with an African theme. Yes.
Before maybe I come to Mweni, still on men, how much did it cost per outfit hapo kwa grooms?
Kwa groomsmen. Okay, I'd really want to answer that, but that one I will have to consult Prince first. Because it was his wedding, I don't want to yap a lot, and then later on he'll be like, bro, I gave you work to do. I paid you well for the work. How comes you are exposing our private conversation to the public? So I'd really, trust me, I really want to shout the price. You know me. But then again, if I remember the person I'm dealing with, Prince is toned down. He's not like me. Me, I'm all out there. Prince is private, and he does not like his wares to be out there. So it's a wake-up call. I'll find out, and then I'll let you know. If he gives me the go ahead, trust me, the whole internet will know. because me, I want people to know. Why? Is because number one, most people always know that we are extremely expensive. So if I say the amount, people watu watashtuka watasema kumbe hata wakuange expensive hivyo sana. At the same time, I don't want to say it watu waseme it's overrated, because you know your people. Everything they blow it out of proportion. So for now, the price part, let's hold on it for now. If he gives me the go ahead, you will know.
And Mweni, what's your take on people thinking that you are beautiful, you are more beautiful than the bride? You look so good than the bride, you know. Maybe Bolo aliona, wacha bibi yangu angare sana kuliko bibi ya Indah, because I'm very sure you've seen these comments hapa kule TikTok, wapi Instagram, people talking too much about how you looked, you are so beautiful. Mkatengenezea sijui bibi ya Prince Indah, she was not looking good. Vitu kama hizo.
Tuanze kabisa. My dress was just blue. It's just that it had a brown lining. Nilikuwa nimevaa kama bridesmaids. Lakini I wanted to set myself apart kidogo tu. Ndo nikatumia the same lace the bridesmaids walitumia, nikaeka kitambaa cha brown. Unanielewa? For the first time, even my own tailors waliniuliza, kweli, is this what you want to wear? I said yes. Sababu biharusi ni wangu. Sawa? That is number one. Number two, nguo ya bibi ya Indah haikuwa nguo ya kawaida. Bibi ya Indah alivaa material inaitwa George lace. George lace is not even made in China. It's made in Africa. It's African royalty in the Western culture. You understand? So nilimpa George. The cheapest George is 55,000. But ya Indah production ili cost up to 100 plus. You understand? Nguo yenyewe ilikuwa ina cost between 200 and 250. It's a beautiful dress. People don't know. Wanasema Msomali. Wanajua cha Msomali kweli. Mimi ndawauzia cha Msomali kesho ndo mtajua Msomali ni nani. Unanielewa? At least hata kijora wangesema ni cha Msomali. The mporompom that I wore. Unaona? But that is nothing near Somali culture. That is George lace made in Africa for Africans. You understand? So wakajua kweli, watanyamaza. Enda ufanye research yako kuhusu George lace and then come back, let's argue.
So what inspired the outfit, Winnie's outfit?
Royalty. Prince is royal, just as Bolo stated it. Royalty inspired it. Kuna vitu vya kawaida. It's not ordinarily we find weddings and people wearing George lace. Tunavaa lace za kawaida kila kuchako. Bibi ya Prince wanted to be unique. It was her idea. It was not my idea. That woman is stylish. She's classy. She wanted something classy. So mimi nili execute tu.
Okay, wacha tuzungumze about the invite. I know you've talked about this somewhere else, but pia I have different fans about the Bahatis not attending the wedding. That you are good friends and you've worked with them for quite some time. Hawakuattend harusi na utapata kuna watu wanafeel ama ni hawakuattend juu wamekosana na the Bolos ama wamekosana na the Prince, but because Prince hayuko hapa, wacha nizungumze na the Bolos. Are you guys okay with the Bahatis?
We are in perfect shape. Okay kabisa. Yani hatuwezi kosana. Wale ni wazazi wetu wa ndoa. Those are the people that walitusimamia when we were getting married, me and Bolo. You understand? How the people that we count on when we want to be advised when it comes to marriage. You respect them that much. Tutakosana vipi? Hilo ni pepo. Yani wasitusindikizie vitu ambavyo hatuvitaki na tunavikemea. Kwa vyovyote vile. Me, I love Diana so much with my life. I love Bahati and the same happens to Bolo. Those are people we respect. You cannot just toss a relationship like that in the wind. Number two, about them not attending the Indah's and the Winnie's wedding, that is now not my question to answer. Because harusi haikuwa yangu na Bolo. Harusi ilikuwa ya Prince na Winnie. They might have invited them. Bahati might have been busy. I don't know. They might, I don't know. Kitu nje nasema ni kwamba mimi harusi tu si yangu. Unanielewa? Kama wanataka kujua mbona Bahati hakukuja, wamuulize Bahati namba 1. Namba 2, kama watashindwa kumuuliza Bahati, waulize Prince. Unaona? Lakini kwa hilo mimi siwezi jibu kwa kweli. Sina idea. Yeah.
Bolo. What is money?
Kwani what is money?
Kwani what is money? You saw Bolo akirusha dollars pale. And these guys, atujui yani mimi sijui harusi. Nilisema kama si hivyo sitaki. Niliambia the Bolos kama si hivyo sitaki. Na watu wakasema unachukua pesa kidogo hapo convert to $1 unakuja kurusharusha pale, you know, watu lazima waongee. Bolo, how do you feel when you're just doing good to your friends? Wewe kazi yako ni kufurahisha marafiki yako, but now people are criticizing what you did. Wengine wanasema ni show off, wengine wanasema tumejua sasa ni wash na Illuminati. Hii kazi ya kushona nguo peke yake haiwezi leta dollars zenye Bolo anarushia maharusi pale.
Mimi ni fundi wa nguo. Fundi wa nguo ni mmoja Afrika. Fundi wa nguo ni Bolo Bespoke na mkamba wake Miss Mweni. Okay? If somebody wants to call it a show off, me giving back to people who have supported us. Okay? It's true we may be throwing around our $1. Okay, by the very fact that we are fundis, it means nobody should expect a lot from us. So fundi wa nguo ukiona amerusha $1, shida iko wapi? It's just okay. I can't throw in hundreds because mimi ni fundi wa nguo. But then again now, the thing is, this is life, okay? Do not get so absorbed in your work and your problems that you forget to live life a little. That's why we say, kwani what is money? Because at the end of it all, you came and then you suffered, you worked, and then you did whatever you have to do, and then you left. You live the world. You don't want to live that kind of life. So work hard, get some small money, and then just allow your money give you some fun. You understand? So about me splashing money on my friends and my clients is because, number one, they have supported me. So I give back to my people. Remember, people may see that I waste money, but if you are keen enough, you'll see this guy is a businessman. You have to give me money for me to splash money on you. Okay? So if you came to our factory, gave me a wedding, okay, with all the bridesmaids, all the groomsmen, and then they paid well, I have to give back. It's just our culture. Okay? Most of the time, it's not monetary. Most of the time, it's not gift. Most of the time, you just invite us in your wedding. And we, and also you, just want to have a good time. So we come, we splash, we have a good time, and then we celebrate you.
You have to add a very loyal client.
Yeah, you have to be very loyal.
Very loyal, not a first-time client. You understand? You have to create a relationship for that to happen. Si eti watu wakiona sasa interview waseme sasa mimi naenda kwa Bolo nishone nguo alafu anipatia $1,000. Aiendangi hivyo. Prince has been our client for more than 7 years. Yeah. And Bolo is Prince's best friend. Unanielewa? Yani they are best friends. I'm sure Bolo would do anything for Prince. Kwa hivyo vile alisplash because the same splash ndo Prince alifanya kwa wedding yetu. You don't equate money to friendship. Unanielewa? Alafu watu wanaongea ni kama ndo Bolo ndo alisplash peke yake. Watu walisplash pale. People were there. Go rewatch and watch the cameras. Even bridesmaids wote walisplash.
I think because the other wedding you did the same. Kuna wedding mlikuwa before ya Prince Indah and you did a lot. So I think that is why watu waliona sasa Bolo amekuwa too much nini vitu kama hizo.
I've always been doing this. Even in my wedding I did this.
And actually Mweni said that is the life that you have been living even before.
Yes.
Kitu labda hatukuwa tunajua ndo tumerealize.
Wewe Trudy leo ukija kwa harusi yangu unipe 50,000. Nikija kwa harusi yako unategemea nini?
Support.
Lazima unisupport.
The same way ni support. Ni kama deni. If I support you for your wedding, you support me for my wedding. Au ni watu wametusupport kwa harusi yetu, kwa shughuli zetu, in a lot of things. So kila kitu kwenye dunia ni deni. Hata smile nayo kusmailia sasa hivi. I expect you to smile back. Ukosa kusmile nasema una roho mbaya. Sababu nimekenua meno na kusmailia. So I expect you to smile back. Ndo hali ya maisha. Ninipe nikupe, raha tupate. Unanielewa? So it's give me, I give you. Do me, I do you. Unanielewa? Si revenge. It's just the way of life. Unaambongo ushoga kazi. Friendship is expensive. Extremely expensive. So the same thing that Bolo did for Prince is the same thing Prince did for Bolo. Unanielewa? The same thing Bolo did for the previous wedding is the same thing the other person did for them. And we owe nobody an explanation because they will never understand.
So ina maana kuwa Bolo, nowadays you only use dollars, not Kenyan money, because kuna watu pia walifeel mbona angetumia tu Kenyan money, lazima angetumia dollars. It's like, okay, kuna wale wako positive pia wanasema, it's like squeezy Bolo hadil na Kenyan money, it's only dollars.
Hapana, we respect our currency, we value our currency, just that we need to spice things a little bit.
Waambie pia tuna wateja wengi wananunua na dola.
Mbona
Mbona unashinda umeongea bebu na wadanganya? Tuna wateja wananunua na dola. Unanielewa, wengi sana. Unaona?
Okay, it's true the way my wife says, but specifically a traditional wedding, we want to change the narrative, okay? We want to make it more vibrant, more lively. We want it to be unique, okay? If you look, okay, you will hold me in account for this, some years and the days to come. From now henceforth, which is, it has started from me and my wife. We are the ones who started splashing dollars. And right now, you're going to see in the near future, people will be splashing dollars in weddings, okay? It does not mean that we do not respect our currency. It just means that let us do things different. And Mimi and my wife will be happy in the near future. People are coming to traditional weddings, everybody holding their bundles of dollars, coming to splash. That day, you are in this space. When that day comes and every wedding is $1, everybody's splashing, utasema, hii ilianza na kina Bolo, and it truly has gotten to this level. We won't have people asking all these questions. People will be understanding that, in as much as we respect our currency, I'm not going to splash 100 bob, Kenya shillings or 50 bob on somebody's wedding. Because I know 1,000 bob may be hefty for people, let us work with a dollar, which siko buy it in a currency, but it looks more, you know? Yeah,
Ligi ni ya dola.
Ligi ni ya dola. Okay? So let us revisionalize this. And you will come back kutuambie Bolo, mli change na mka revisionalize the wedding industry.
And the reason why we are here with this to clear some speculations zenye pia watu wanasema, are you the one who advised Prince Indah to do a traditional wedding? Kuna watu wanafeel maybe hakuwa in it kabisa, then Bolo wakasema, unajua ndo Bolo apate kazi, yani hii ni idea ya Bolo, alipatia Indah ndo apate kazi ya kushonea Indah nguo, ashone bride apate kazi, vitu kama hizo.
No, we did not advise anybody to do their wedding. Mimi, I am a good friend. Mimi, I am in business of government manufacturing. It is him and the wife who made a decision, set a date, then they consulted us. Then we said, okay, as your friends, we will support you. And as your business partners, because you can still consider them clients, we would love if you guys give us this opportunity to do the garments. That was the entire discussion. We did not coerce, we did not force anybody to do their wedding. We can't do that.
Actually, it was supposed to be last year.
No, the thing is, we cannot do that. It is not equal last year, babe. Last year but one, next year but one. It is not in our docket to dictate when or how they should have their wedding. Sisi tu waamue watupe date na watupe kazi. That's all.
As the Bolos, what have you achieved from this wedding? A lot has been said. Nyinyi mmefanya part yenu, you played your part so well. Mimi, I was there, na mimi nimekuwa nikiwa follow, and I can tell you, you did an amazing job. What would you say you've achieved through this wedding, Prince Indah? As friends, as best couples?
What we have achieved?
Yeah.
We were not going to that wedding with a mentality of achieving, okay? For us, we were going for that wedding to make sure that Prince and Winnie feel supported, feel wamebebwa vizuri, unanielewa? Yani pale si kuwepo na lengo. Kama kuna kitu ambacho nimeachieve, imekuja naturally. Not because I anticipated or I wanted it or Bolo wanted it to be like that. Pale, if you looked at me that day, hata siku anajikumbuka. Trudy.
Ulikuwa focus kwa Winnie sana.
Kwa Winnie.
Yeah.
Because Winnie is a bride and a bride should feel special on that specific day. I know myself. Mimi nilibebewa mkia hadi na groomsmen. So it's good to reciprocate when people do for you. People did for me a great deal. So I wanted Winnie to feel the same way I felt as a bride. I've been a bride, been there, done that. So kuachieve kama imekuja, then well and good inshallah. Lakini sisi hatukuwa tuna kusudia kuachieve. Tulienda kusupport marafiki wetu. Yeah.
You said after that wedding mmepata clients wengi sana.
Clients tumepata sababu watu wa mtandao wametupaisha, unanielewa? Watu wa mtandao wametaka kuongelelea Bolo na Mweni. Vile wanavyoongea ndio wateja wanavyosogelea. Naomba muendelee kuongea. Naomba tafadhali.
So imesaidia sana. Waendelee kuongea.
Naomba yani kiki, endeleeni kuipandisha. Wenye wanatusi tusini zaidi, wanao appreciating zaidi. Unanielewa? Yani kwenye matusi na kwenye chuki sisi tunapaa tu.
What was your highlight on that day? Siku ya wedding. Highlight yako ilikuwa gani?
Outfit ya bride. Me outfits were the highlight of my day. But outfit ya bride, especially ya evening. Oh, that was my highlight. Because I dressed her. And I know how she felt. Unanielewa? You can look at someone's face glow. Winnie is not someone you can make decisions for. Winnie is smart, composed, very good woman. Na si ule mwanamke unaweza msindikizia kitu. So whatever she chose, she wanted it. And I could see the highlights. Yo, yani, ana glow, akiona kitu. Akivaa anapendeza, anajiangalia kwa kioo anapendeza. So that was the highlight for me. Because mimi, it's always unashikanga roho. Unatakanga bibi harusi wako apende kitu ambacho unatengeneza. So when that does not happen, you feel bad. Unapatanga siku yako imeharibika. But if you notice, I danced the entire event. Hata kama niko na Winnie hapa kando nilikuwa na dance tu. Na I smiled the entire event because bibi harusi wangu alikuwa happy. Unaona? It's quite relaxing. Kuona bibi harusi wako ana smile the entire wedding. It's the best feeling ever.
Bolo, highlight yako?
My highlight was the entire wedding. Everything was well organized, and remember I was the head of the committee. So me seeing how everything is running and putting it in comparison with our planning phase, that was a great achievement. And then the outfits, when I sat down right there at the pulpit, looking at the groomsmen, the bridesmaid, I was feeling a sense of accomplishment because it was a big achievement. Considering the time we were given and what we were able to achieve, it was magical. Yes.
Okay. Looking at the cars zenye zilikuwa hapo, mimi nilikuwa kwa hiyo msafara, zilikuwa more than 150 plus. Zote zilikuwa za the guest ama zilikuwa some were hired?
Yeah, we hired quite a number because, you know, for you to have such an event in the middle of nowhere, you know when I say the middle of nowhere, there is Migori town and then now you start, okay? You have to ensure your guests are comfortable, especially your family. So your family, your friends, your bridesmaid, your groomsmen, people who are close to you, they have to be taken care of. So we had to hire a number of cars, okay? And we hired Prados. Of course, you know, Prado is always and all that. So we hired a good number just to ensure that all the bridesmaids and everybody were comfortable. And because most of the guys were coming from the airport, walikuwa wanafika wanachukuliwa all the way to Migori. So it was all in our budget. Yes.
Right, I don't want to keep you sana cause mumechoka pia, mnafaa kupumzika. What's the most hurtful thing you've had on social media as the Bolos? Okay, watu huongea, vitu zina happen mingi, but kuna kitu tu iliwaguza sana Mweni. Wacha tuanze na wewe. Kuna kitu shei kwa social media duka feel nao hii imeniguza.
Mimi? Hakuna ndugu yangu.
Hakuna?
Aish. Mimi? Social media? Maybe mtoto wangu agonjeke ndugu yangu. The only thing that can hurt me, my baby, my husband, my mommy, my daddy, my brothers, my sister is in law. Hizo, yani familia. Ama rafiki yangu wa karibu, kuna vitu vya kuuma ila si social media. Mchezo wa town? Hapana ndugu yangu. Huo ni mchezo wa town. Sababu mtu anaye comment kwenye social media anakwambia Mweni umefanya, ndugu yangu angalia tu profile. Hata usifike kwa account. Zoom tu. Anayekwambia kisogo chako kimeanza, zoom tu. Yaani utacheka hata hiyo depression yenye hiyo comment yake ilikuwa mean itaisha. Utasema unanielewa? People unaambiwangwa in abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. What is full in your heart comes out of your mouth. Unanielewa? So in abundance of your heart, your mouth speaketh. So ukiona kwenye mtu ana whose bile, imejaa kwenye roho. Na sio umesababisha. Imekuepo tu. So anaendelea kutoa kidogo kidogo na haishangi. Unavyoendelea kuitoa ndio inajaa. It's like kitu ina expand. The pain continues to be more and more. Because wivu na uchawi, hao ni watu tunaweka kategori moja. Sababu ndio uwe mchawi lazima uwe na wivu. Unanielewa? Kwa hivyo kama una wivu na unaongea vibaya, chunga sana usiwe mchawi. Unanielewa? Sababu kidogo tu, there is a thin line between jealousy and witchcraft. Unanielewa? Kwa hivyo chunga sana. Inhabitants of the heart, the mouth speaketh.
Bolo, there's something that
I think when we decided to put our life in public, me and my wife, we knew what we were getting into. We knew that people will talk. So it's a discussion that we had, and we had to accept it. That now that we're going to put our life in public, these are the kind of expectations to have. So in this life, when you expect disappointments, you will never be disappointed. So we expect negativity, and not just negativity, a lot of it. Of course, we know the people who have our best interest at heart, the people who love us genuinely, the people who want to see the best for us. We appreciate and we love them back. But now, for those who are going to spread negativity and talk everything bad about us, we expected that and we made peace with it way too long ago. And then we created a shell, we created a barrier, a wall between that and our inner peace. So it never gets to us. I don't think there's something that somebody can really say that can touch us. Hakuna, because tulishaikubali na tukajua it's going to come. When it rains, it's going to pour. And it will rain hailstorm. Create barrier, tukasema hata ikuwe mbaya aje. We know who we are. We accept who we are. We know where we're headed. We know the love we have for each other and our children and our family. And we know how much we care about ourselves. So whatever we have is too strong than what can come to hinder all this.
Kwani sasa ndo na trendi kushinda time ya harusi yangu. Kwa kweli. Harusi yangu walitusi kweli. Walipanda miti wakatusi, wakashuka wakatusi, hata za kitambo zenye hazipo. Walipanda miti wakatusi, wakashuka wakatusi, wakavuka mito wakatusi, wakalala wakatusi, wakaamka wakatusi. Sasa hii haenda kwa kweli siku mbili. Ongezeni kidogo ndugu zangu. Naomba nyongeza. A few more days.
Wameshuka kidogo.
Wameshuka bwana. Leo speed ya ifurahishi kabisa. Angalau nifikisheni 100k. Kwenye chuchuki.
One thing you love about your husband?
My husband? I told you my husband is calm. Calm like the sea. Bwanangu ni mpole. Ana mambo mingi.
Watu feel unaongea sana kuliko bwanako. Anasema Mweni, give your husband time. I remember when you did that the last interview, the one that we did after your wedding. Watu walikuwa wanasema Mweni hapati Bolo time ya kuongea. Hapa kule.
Bolo mwenyewe anataka time ya kuongea.
Bolo mwenyewe anasemaje?
Bolo mwenyewe anasema asipewe time ya kuongea. Acha bibi yangu ndiye akuwe spokesman wa familia. Ndio. Wanamuita Radio Kabolo.
Yes.
Tumekubali hiyo jina.
Jakaduo, ngamba wanaita nini? Sulu FM. Sikiza nikwambie. You cannot change character. Bolo is quiet. Bolo is calm. Bolo is composed. I am composed but I'm very loud. Unanielewa? Huwezi badilisha ama sanguine. Unanielewa? An active sanguine at that life. So, watu waache kabisa pressure. Sababu kuongea nitaongea mpaka kesho. Kuongea hapa inatupatia hela kwenye hili duka. Unanielewa? Na kwa baby shop sasa ndo hawajajua kuongea, ndo naenda kuongeza sasa. Kama kuna nakula Red Bull ama unalamba sukari, ndugu yangu ndo asidi. Unajua mimi sinywi pombe ama sivuti nini? Unanielewa? Hiyo wanasema
You don't drink.
I don't drink.
Niliwaambia na alirudia the same thing, but
sinywi pombe. Kwani kuna kitu cha kuogopea?
Alikuwa Migori, alikuona kama unakunywa pombe.
Bwanangu ni brand ambassador wa Duse. Sisi pombe tunapata muda wote. Unanielewa? Nikitaka kunywa na kunywa pombe, tena si pombe tu. Cognac. Duse. Ila mimi sipendi pombe. Kabisa sipendi pombe. I don't like alcohol. Na sivuti kindukulu. Ambao wanasema. Sivuti kindukulu. Sivuti bwana, nikivuta mtalala. yani muombe kabisa nisivute sababu hamtalala. Unanielewa, sivuti na sinywe. Unanielewa? Kwa hivyo mimi I'm just like that. I'm born like that. Karakta yangu na embrace, naipenda, imenilisha, imenivisha mpaka nikampata mume wangu, amenipata nikiongea. Si eti amenipata kama siongee. Tumekutana kwenye maongezi ndugu yangu. Kanikatia sababu ya kuongea. Upo?
Tusikie anapenda nini?
Na of course napenda venye anaongea. People talk about my wife talking too much.
Yeah.
You can say that, but deep down as you say that, you know deep down that she is the best marketer you've ever met. My wife's hobby is marketing. You see the way everybody has a hobby, and the way marketing is hard for people, now marketing is my wife's hobby. Okay? And you all know that she does a very good job at it. You will hate all you want, but at the end of the day, unaenda wakati na live unasema hata kama tuna hate ule kumarket ni mnoma. My wife is extremely good, and since the day she started marketing, trust me, it has been blessings in fold. Now, leave alone her talking and you people complaining about her talking. Endorsements coming in her Gmail and in her DMs. Every company wants my wife to be associated with them. They want her to market their products, you see? So don't just sit there and look at things from one angle. If you have a problem with her talking, well and fine, but remember, it's bringing in a lot of money to us.
Watu wangu walali njaa.
Exactly. So say whatever you want to say, but for me, the husband, the parents, the brothers, it's what we love about her. Why would I be married with somebody who does not talk? I want somebody who's out there. I don't want bibi mwenye manyeshewa.
Tanuka mdomo.
Hey, nataka bibi mwenye ako active bana. Somebody we can talk to, somebody we can discuss business opportunities. What do we do? What's our next level? I don't want somebody who is just a wife in the house. Nataka mtu anajituma kama wewe sa Trudy venye unajituma. Bibi yangu ni mtu anajituma bana. Every day misi lali ashaniamsha. What is the next level? You see? So that's the kind of woman that me I love, and that's my wife.
Unaona na feel mwenye amekukalia sana. Umemkalia. Umekaliwa?
Sana. Mimi nimekaliwa, kwani kuna shida? Okay? Mimi nimekaliwa na bibi yangu. If that is what we want to hear, then well it is.
Hata uwa convince aje kwa leo watakubali.
Sasa nikianza kuambia watu bibi asijakaliwa watasema nini? Watasema nimekaliwa, because that's what they see, and if that's what they see and that's what they feel it is, then fine, mimi nimekaliwa.
Kuna kukalia kwa mtu kumepotea?
Mimi niko sawa kama na feel nimekaliwa, all and fine. At the end of it all, I'm the one who knows that I am the man in the house. Okay? She is my helper. She is the wife. She knows her role in this family. Me as the man of this family, I know my role. And I do my duties as that I'm supposed to do them. She is the wife. She does her wifely duties. When we meet at work, she is my business partner. Okay? So kukaliwa inaingilia na wapi? Okay?
Kwani miaka 10 sijakuamkia kweli?
Kwa nini sasa ndio nakaliwa 10 years later sasa ndio nakaliwa?
Sijakuamkia baby, hujachoka?
Naelewa. We have something beautiful going on, and we cannot allow anybody get in the middle of this.
Amazing. Okay, lastly, what's happening on Date Fast? Mweni, tell us you having something on Date Fast next month, right? Yeah.
Kimoja ni secret cha Date Fast. Date Fast nafanya vitu viwili. Kimoja ni secret.
Okay.
Lakini first nazindua mnyama wa baby shop. I'm opening Bespoke City Baby Shop. Unanielewa? I'm opening a Bespoke Baby and Kids Shop. Wamama wajawazito, naomba tafadhali, naomba mje mnisapoti. Yani nyinyi ndo waheshimiwa kwenye hii sector. You're the people that I want, the people that I love, the people that I look up to make my business a success. So if you're expecting before fast, please call us on 0715 140 140. If kama due date yako iko before, tutakusaidia. Lakini kama uko after fast, please hold on. Hata kama tarehe 3, hold on. We will be selling, na tutakuwa na offers mzuri. We will have good prices that will be able to cater for everyone. Unanielewa? Hii sasa si Bespoke City. Hii ni Bespoke Baby and Kids Shop. Base itakuwa very friendly, extremely affordable. Please come, bring someone you know is pregnant. Yani nitakuwepo hapa. Meet and greet itakuwepo. Bolo na watu wanaume wake ambao wametiana mimba. Naomba. Yani ambao wamefanya kazi kwa bidii. Wakaekana mimba. Yani si kitu rahisi kuekana mimba ndugu yangu, si kitu rahisi. Na kukosa kuruka hiyo mimba, si kitu rahisi. Kwa hivyo wanaume ambao uko responsible, mumeekana mimba, njoo msupport mabibi zenyu as you talk, do a tete-a-tete na Bolo. Unaona? Yani mkitalk na wengine watakuwepo, si Bolo peke yake. Meet and greet hapa itakuwepo, itakuwa watu wengi sana. Yani wengi. A lot of people are going to be here on 1st of May. The celebrities that you are thinking about watakuwepo hapa.
Okay.
Yes.
Message to haters.
Haters, endeleeni hivyo hivyo ndugu yangu. Kwenye mfumo huo huo. Yani msipose. Sababu unataka haters. Ndio uendelee. Unanielewa? Yani bila haters, mti wenye matunda lazima ugongwe mawe. Wagongaji mawe ndo wagani? Ndo wao haters. Naomba muendelee, tia bidii. Sababu naona kidogo mnalegea. Mnalegea, yani tia bidii, work harder. Work harder. Hate is good, man.
All right, thank you so much, the Bolos. Personally, I've interacted with you and you're such amazing people. Nawapenda sana. Unajua mimi huwa nasikia mtu akiongea pale nje na hajakutana na nyinyi, anaona tu pale kwa mtandao. Personally, I've seen you you guys, may God bless you and thank you for supporting me. You've supported me in different ways and I can't even mention. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki, and also for giving me this time. God bless you.
God bless you too, Trudy. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. We're proud of you.
Thank you. Right, sawa. Thank you so much, Team Trudy. Tuende kwa your YouTube channel, at least watu waendelee kusubscribe.
Wakinifikisha 10,000 followers, nitaendelea na content. Okay. Nimebaki 8,500 kwa muda.
Mwambie inaitwaje?
Inaitwa The Bolos Family. The Bolos Family. Mkinifikisha 10,000 naachilia mzuka. Okay. Yes. Keep following.
Ndio hiyo wedding ya Indah itakuja kwa channel yenu?
Itakuja. Lazima itakuja. Usubscribe kwa Trudy pia. Tuendelee kupandisha Queen of Content. Mnamuona?
Yes.
Shangazi mwenye kamera zake.
All right, see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.